What's up, boys? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to another video. Today, you guys see it on the screen. North Carolina versus UNLV in the Maui Invitational Tournament in Asheville this year, because you know all the stuff going on. So let's get right into it. Today we're doing a review, post-game review of this game at the Tar Heel fan. Let's get right into it. Alright, as you can see on the screen, not a fantastic start from the Tar Heels. We did not score for the first almost 5 minutes of this game. Actually, more than 5 minutes of this game. We looked absolutely atrocious to start with, but you know, still young guys in the core, just getting used to it. So let's get into the team stats here. North Carolina 25 for 60 for field goals today. That's 41.7%. Not as good as you would hope, but still not terrible. UNLV, on the other hand, only shooting 29% this game. First 5 minutes of the game, they're shooting probably 60-70%, and it just all went down from hill from there. 3-point wise, 35% from the Heels and 21% from UNLV. They shot a lot of threes this game. Both teams shooting a good amount of threes. And you like to see Carolina slowly building that percentage up, especially because last year could not hit a shot. This year, so far, we're doing a little better with that. Now on to free throws. Free throws, Carolina 65.6% of the free throws, which is not terrible, but like to see that improve a little bit. Only 15 free throw attempts for UNLV as a whole this game. Definitely not what you want to see from them. Onto rebounds. That's what this Carolina team does, guys. This Carolina team, they go out and they rebound the basketball. If they're missing it, it's a very good chance that they're getting that rebound offensively or defensively. So 55 boards compared to 35 for UNLV. Love to see that. We have such a great front court this year who are able to rebound the ball and just put it back up when they need to. So you love to see that. Offensive rebounds 20, defense rebounds 35. So great rebounding numbers for the Tar Heels today. Now let's move on to assists. Only 11, which is not as high as you would expect, but only 7 for UNLV. So I mean, if we're outnumbering them, that's a good thing. So we'll take all we can get there. Steals 10 for UNLV compared to the Tar Heels 7. 5 blocks compared to UNLV's 3. With UNLV having one more turnover than the Tar Heels in this matchup, 16-17. Fouls, UNLV had a lot of foul trouble this game. They seem to not be able to stop us on defense without fouling us. So it's unfortunate for them, but good for us. Very clean matchup, no technical fouls. And as I was saying earlier, Carolina with that horrific start, but we started building on it. We started getting our confidence after that first media timeout, I believe. And we just started looking better from there. Now we're going to go on to the box score and talk about how I thought each player performed in this game. Starting off with probably the player of the game, Jay Davis, with his 16 points and 6 rebounds at the shooting guard position, something you don't see that often. He looked really good, man. 5 for 9, 3 for 4 from 3, and perfect from the free throw line, which is what you love to see. 6 rebounds, which is big, but 16 points, leading scorer for the team. I thought he played really well. And now on to probably the second player of the game, Garrison Brooks. Garrison Brooks didn't shoot as efficiently as you would hope, but he's finally able to get the ball in the basket after a pretty rough start last game, which was last week. This game putting 14 points at the board with 3 steals, 7 blocks. No, excuse me. 3 steals, 7 rebounds, not 7 blocks. And 4 for 8 free throw, 5 for 13 field goal percentage. And that bad field goal percentage is mainly coming from the first 5 minutes of the game. You could tell during the first 5 minutes he was just forcing up shots, wasn't really confident in the shots, and they were not falling in that first little segment. He was just trying to get points up on the board. But after that, mainly in the second half, he started to really step it up and had a really good game overall, I thought. All right, for the next starter, we're going to go with Armando Bacot, who was perfect from shooting. He did not miss a single shot the entire game, 4 for 4 from field goals, and 4 for 4 on free throws. You'd love to see that. Could not shoot a free throw to save his life last year, so you'd love to see him greatly improving on that, including last game. You can tell he really worked on it. Glad to see that from him. He finished with 12 points, 5 boards, and an assist. With 3 turnovers, like to see those numbers go down, but they will in time. Armando, I thought, looked really good as well. Now on to Caleb Love, who I thought had a pretty rough game overall. I mean, defensively, he actually looked pretty good. He had 3 blocks in this one and a steal. But offensively, he struggled to put the ball in the basket. Finished with 6 points. Did have 4 assists, but 2 for 9 shooting, 0 for 5 from 3-point range, and 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Not what you want to see from your starting point guard. But last game, he was better than this. So, you know, he's very young, only his second game. He'll figure it out. I know. Only Williams help him in the film room, tell him how to make better shot selection, because I don't believe he shot very smart shots this game. Now on to Leaky Black, the final starter, who unfortunately did not shoot very well either. Only 5 points for him, did not shoot efficiently at all. 1 for 9 on field goals, 1 for 3 from the 3-point line, and 2 for 2 on free throws, which you'd like to see. Did finish with 10 rebounds though, which led the team. Love to see your small forward getting rebounds like that. That's great to see. And I thought he looked really good defensively. 2 steals and a block, and he had UNLV in a box the entire game. Great defensively from Leaky. Just gotta be more efficient and be able to put the ball in the basket more. But overall, I'm fine with how he played, but you know he'll figure it out. Now on to the bench. Let's start off with Andrew Platek, who debatably had one of the best games of anybody the entire night. Andrew Platek shot very efficiently, opposite of what happened last week, where he did not shoot very efficiently at all. Flipped it around this week, made some adjustments, and you can tell he looked way better this game. Absolutely fantastic. 11 points for him, 3 rebounds, and 4 for 6 on field goals, 2 for 4 from the 3-point line, and 1 for 2 from free throw. Now we'll go on to a guy who last game was probably one of the players of the game. This week, not this game, I should say, not so much. He just wasn't getting the attention or the shots that he was taking last game, and that's Day'Ron Sharpe. Day'Ron Sharpe did not have a actual shot this game. He was not fouled on, so only had 4 free throws the entire game, and he was 1 for 4 on those. Like, you would love to see those numbers go up. I think they will in time. Kind of similar to Armando Bacot. Over time, he'll be a better free throw shooter. But he did have 6 boards, which you love to see. A block, but he had 4 turnovers. Not a great game for Day'Ron Sharpe, but he'll figure it out. Now, onto a guy who I think needs even more minutes he got today. I know he's recovering from the virus and everything, but Walker Kessler is an absolute monster. He looked absolutely fantastic this game. 3 for 3 with 7 points and 1 for 1 from free throw. Finished with 6 rebounds and a steal, and did not play too terribly often, more than last game. Love what I saw from him, and I expect him to keep getting more minutes as he continues to recover. Now on to Kerwin Walton, who got decent minutes similar to what he got in the last game. He finished with 3 points and 2 boards and an assist. Love to see that. Shot 50% from field goal and 3-point attempts. Now on to Puff Johnson. Puff Johnson played very little this game. Only was in for about, I want to say 5 minutes maybe. He shot 1 3, which was pretty close, but he did miss it. Got 1 board. And he did have 2 fouls this game in that short period of time. But he's also, like Walker Kessler, recovering everything. Now we'll move on to Walker Miller, who got his usual 2 points per game. Love to see that. And of course, you got some of the players who come in at the end of games, including Dewey Ferris, Ryan McAdoo, KJ Smith, and Creighton Labo. They all got their minutes. Everyone looked fine, I guess. Now let's move on to a little bit of UNLV talk, I guess. Not very efficient outside of the first 5 minutes, of course. As you can see, foul trouble was pretty big for the UNLV all game. It was just tough for them because they had to guard the bigs inside, and they're just not as big and as lengthy as the Tar Heels are. So they having to foul to get anything done, and it just did not work out for them. But the Tar Heels were just too much. So guys, thank you guys for watching this game between 14 North Carolina Tar Heels and UNLV Running Rebels. I will be doing this for almost every. Subscribe if you have not. Press the notification bell. Like this video. Leave a comment telling me what you think down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.